Come on, professional.
Alexa, start podcast.
Yeah, she worked this time.
Let's go, boys.
You gotta yell at that bitch. That's why.
Yeah. Good job, boys.
25 minutes, starting now.
All
What's up, everybody?
Cheers, boys. We are Quadacity. Welcome. I'm Frank, Kev, Rye, and we have a special guest today.
Yes, we do.
Kyle, what's going on, dude?
What's going on, gentlemen? How are you? Welcome, and thank you for having me, guys.
This is part 2
Always.
episode. This
Yes,
has been fun,
to
dude.
be
This has been
continued.
fucking awesome.
It's nice we actually have a guest for once.
Yeah. Someone actually decided, you know what? I'm
To
actually
actually
going to
come-
show up.
Yeah, I'm going to come and I'm going to
Dude, I've had so many people bail, Kyle. Like, they would tell me ahead of time, like, yeah, I would love to be on. And they'd be like, oh, well, the camera kind of makes me nervous, or the mics make me nervous, or I might not. I'm like, then fuck you, don't come then.
Well, sitting too close to Kevin's always a nerve-wracking situation.
It can be, but you do get a little comfortable.
I'm usually always
You
between
do get a
them
little
anyway.
comfortable with it. No,
But
but
I
I
like
mean,
being surrounded.
the
like,
fact that you,
Kevin
like,
loves
beefy.
being surrounded by men.
Yes, he does. The fact that you
story,
came
true
last
story.
minute and showed up, we appreciate it.
No, that's awesome.
I mean, I gave him a
it's
few days
last minute,
notice. He's
too.
like,
It's
yeah,
even
I'm
better.
down. So
Yeah, I was
it
like, yeah.
a couple days notice.
You know, I got to make sure that my wife's okay with this so she doesn't kick my ass when I come home.
Yeah.
And as soon as he texts me, she gave me the green light. I'm like, bet.
Green light, it's all we need,
Nice.
Yeah, Rose is a very easygoing person, but I have done a lot of dumb shit. So
though. I have a feeling that us and
It
our
happens.
significant others would probably have
Erica
a
and
really
Rose would
awesome
literally
time.
trash us, dude. If the two of them sat together, that's it, dude. We're done. We're fried.
Yeah, but I think it would be a good time.
It would be a good time. It'd be a great fucking time.
We have to make that happen.
I mean, great times usually happen. Me and Frank end up back to back asleep on Kevin's bed. So
You know, yeah, I heard
That-
about
That
that.
never happened.
So-
Wait,
No,
wait,
No,
wait,
shoulder to shoulder.
We were
Oh, when did we
You're
snuggling.
meeting the head and shoulders.
was it?
No.
Oh, over Kev's watching TV probably.
Yeah, 4 rounds later, just me and Frank just.
One
So
too-
I heard-
Probably a
one
long
too
night,
many
though.
blunts in.
God, the worst
Yeah,
part about it was
multiple.
it was so comfortable. Frank is a very comfortable person. Like,
He looks comfortable,
Squishy
right?
biceps.
well, you know,
Yeah.
Kevin. The problem is
So
Kevin's so bony, so like, there's nothing comfortable. Me and Frank are both kind of fluffy.
My
so
body's
it's like,
Yeah, you have a little
Yeah.
bit of...
My body's just too hard.
Yeah.
Kevin's the only thing about you that's hard.
Yeah.
Pudding chest.
I heard you fell
Not
asleep
pencil-like.
fucking.
Yeah, that was a story. That
Yeah.
story
Years
just...
years ago.
Jesus
Like
That was a
Christ.
couple
7
minutes
years
ago.
Let's
Yeah,
dive in.
like, yeah, we got to hear this.
Dive in
like,
like
how
you
does that
did,
even
fell
happen?
asleep.
Even if it was bad, you're still awake.
It's one of
like,
those,
come
like,
on,
wake up-
like, how does that even
No,
happen?
it wasn't bad. I was tired. It was fucking. I was working at the shop with Kyle. Fucking always fucking
Oh my God,
exhausted. We
everything was a
worked our
shit show.
asses off. It's probably the day I did those 6 tow truck tires, mind you.
Wah.
Fucking
Yeah.
jack up the rear, 4 in the back, fucking the 2 extra. in the
Well, you
front.
couldn't jack
Well,
your
how
dick
did you
up to
fall
stay
asleep
awake,
first?
dude.
But
So,
it's
how
just
did
like
that
one of those.
You
like,
gotta understand, boys.
I think
the
it was
tires
part-
weighed more than
I
Kevin
believe.
did.
See, it's, like I said, it was so long ago. It was a fuzzy memory, but I believe it was around like fucking during the foreplay stage, and it just fucking starting to doze off. Yelled at a little bit and get back up, and it just continues. But it wasn't like that.
It just continues.
I will say this: Kevin has a professional ability to look like a crackhead on a regular basis, dude. Like he'll be like completely fine, and then all of a sudden you look at him and he's got the dope nod going, and you're just like, Kev did not sleep.
Check
He was
out a
playing
couple
video
previous
games.
Yeah, he does.
episodes, guys.
He
Yeah,
literally was
yeah.
playing
Previous
video
episodes.
games.
I don't think
Watch
we
the full
published those,
video.
though, did we?
No, we didn't
Fuck
publish
them.
those at all.
We've-
There wasn't one.
No, fucking.
I've personally went through them and reviewed all the
Oh,
a couple of them
you
and
deleted
before
it.
with Kev, and I was like, I think we'll just
Well,
make this
guys-
an audio only video because Kev starts like just falling
Disappearing.
asleep.
Well, guys, let us
dude.
know if you want to start seeing those videos too. Let us know in the comments below. Hey, why not?
He starts falling asleep
Unedited.
mid
Quadacity.
conversation. He's like,
Kev, are you trying to tell us that we're boring?
Yeah. Are we not entertaining?
Are we not?
Are we not entertaining?
Do we not?
We're buying a new TV stand. I
you?
No, we're buying a new TV stand.
All right, boys, thumbs up.
What's a TV stand have to do with anything?
You're cut.
Oh, no, no, I don't know because I thought Kyle said that because I was looking down real quick, responding. I'm like, yeah, that was a good idea. So get that one, but we're getting a TV stand. But yeah,
Congratulations.
one like yours,
Making
actually.
big
Upgraded.
moves. We're getting a
nice.
TV stand.
Because
Nice.
she has the heater to the left of the one we have
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
To
so
the left,
better
to the left.
Get one built in. We have more space for whatever.
Look at all this floor space. So much aerobics in here. So many activities.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow,
end
space.
table.
The little things.
Yeah, it's a little thing.
Little things in life.
She's like, I
Extra
bought it.
space.
I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's so nice to have a partner that's like equal
Independent.
and not,
Yes.
reliant on your paycheck, Kev.
She makes more than me.
Yeah, she does.
That's fantastic.
That's what
Kev.
sucks.
You
Like, I feel
finally
bad. I feel
found
violated. For it. I'm like, I need to step
You
up.
feel
because
violated
I have
because
old school mentality though.
one
I
knuckle,
love-
Kev. As long as it's not one knuckle, it's a violation. All right.
The way-
I love how he whispered into the microphone.
She makes
As if-
It's like that little voice in your head. Only it's in reverse terms. Like she makes more than you, and it's like do better.
yeah,
Like,
do better.
and it's kind of an encouragement though. It's awesome because we can kind of push each other forward to do more shit and get better in life.
I mean, Kev, not to go back on history, but I mean, dude, like I've been telling you since I've known you,
it
man.
sucked.
The most important
My
thing
history
is to
book's
have
the
a
worst
fucking
one.
partner, dude. Not like you don't need another child to raise, dude. Like you've already
No, you
fucked
don't
up and
need one
pulling
of
out
those.
twice. You don't need a child that's already grown, dude. Like that's a problem.
Yeah, a child that can talk back.
Well, it was
fuck that.
Nah, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's time to
down.
trade
I
him in
mean,
at
not to be too far,
I'm
but
sure. I mean,
but
I
the first one was like majorly planned, and then things changed sadly after that. It just got
well, I think you guys were
Argumentative
young,
and-
man. I mean, dude, you know
Yeah.
what? You guys
kinda
had
planned
a
it
solid.
young too.
Yeah, you
so.
guys had like a solid game plan. The problem is that you went on, player one, and then the other one went to coast, and it was like you're playing an
Yeah.
AI bot that just wasn't.
I was gonna say it just
Yeah.
went off to computer, and then just
Yeah,
the
dude.
AI just wandered off to the side.
remember
and stood there.
like the movie Click.
Go over here.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
like the movie Click. I'm
And
on
then walk
autopilot.
back.
You're on autopilot. I know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, seriously. I mean, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
Kev. It's, it's just one of them things where I could see it when you were working with me that you just weren't, you weren't yourself. And now,
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
here we are a couple years later, couple
Now,
kids are
Couple
bigger.
people
and
later.
I
couple
still
people
struggle,
later.
but we all struggle. Fucking economy sucks now, but I'm still.
Kev, I
trying
struggle to put my
survive.
shoes on in the morning, okay? My beer guts gets away on a regular basis.
My beer gets in the-
All right. Meanwhile, I got Ryan over
happens.
here. He's got the best fucking genetics in the world.
I know, look at
dude.
this, like,
Look at that.
But it's whatever. Whatever.
He's got a few years still. He's
All I can tell you is
I'm
this,
actually
me
on
and-
I'm actually on a big decline right now, guys. Like a big one.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah,
like a bald
like
spot
as
right
far
there?
as physical and my diet, I'm on a decline.
You gotta
Bad.
get in
I
there
gotta
and
get back
rub a
on
couple
track.
out, man. Get it
Yeah.
back up. You'll
I
be
might
all right,
have- I
man.
might have
There was a
try
new
it, yeah.
there's a new study.
Re-up.
Apparently, the more you masturbate, it affects your muscle building somehow. I don't know how. I don't get it.
It's a shake weight,
there's-
Kev. Why do you think
Does
they
it
invented the
work?
shake weight?
Yeah, fucking.
That's
Kevin,
for practice. That's
Kevin's
a
a
thumbnail
pro.
photo.
Holy shit. That was,
Or if you use two of them, just
Kev,
Just
that
like
was
that.
professional.
Yes.
Go ahead, Kev.
So many options now.
Do it again.
Kev,
That's
do
a
that
thumbnail
again. I need
photo
that
all
for
day long.
privacy. I need 5 seconds in the corner after that one, Kev. Hold on.
Yeah, for sure.
gotta go to Kensington and get that shit done.
So
What do I need Kensington for, Kev? You're sitting right here. Oh, yeah.
You probably have just as many teeth.
I was raised in the I was raised in the next neighborhood over. Might as well
Got
be.
him.
Got him.
That was like northern Kensington. That was like how Yardley is to Ben Salem.
That's before it becomes Zombieland.
Yeah,
right
that's-
before
yeah.
it becomes Zombieland. There's a couple
Pretty much,
stragglers beforehand.
Yeah,
for
you know what,
sure.
dude? It's a shame. Like you've seen like the slow
crazy.
decline of like human evolution is just
Did you
slowly going down.
You see the Instagram
is.
page by chance, Kensington Beach? I follow them. It's fucking
Kensington
it's
Beach.
sad, but at the same time, it's like,
It's
come on,
crazy.
there's ways out. There is ways out.
You know what, man? I
can't
lived
really
I've lived
speak
some
it to
I've
you,
lived some
but-
pretty radical life. So at 33 years old, well, about to be 33, and I can say like
There's a younger one here.
I've definitely seen some things and experienced some shit, but in that realm, I just can't understand what in your life would deter you that way.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
possess
that
you
badly.
to go that route.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
dude, I've seen my dark days. I mean, it's definitely existed. I think everybody here has been through something, but it's like, dude,
Yeah.
we're
But
all
nothing
here.
that you would actually do something that extreme. Like,
We're
that
here.
kind
We're
of thing,
steers.
like,
Get used to it. I
yeah.
mean, like, come on,
Yeah.
man. You come out on the other side a different person, and I mean, I give mad props to people who do like manage to get out of it, and they come out of it so much different, like personality wise. But like some of them come out arrogant, and it's like, dude, that's not the point of this.
right.
No,
Not even
yeah,
close,
Right,
man.
The point is
You
to
you
clean up your shit
came out of
and get
being
better.
arrogant, right? You got out of it.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Congratulations! Like you stopped sucking dick for a rock. That's awesome. I'm proud of you.
Now
man.
don't be a dick.
Yeah, now don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't
you
be
know?
the dick that you used to suck.
By the way, you're gonna need some extra protein now that you're not swallowing anymore. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some cockroaches.
oh,
Yeah, I mean, I have a very addictive personality, but I don't think I could ever get that bad. And I know a lot of people say that, like, "Oh yeah, you say that you couldn't," and yada yada yada. But I don't know. The
Just
people that
honestly
blame
say
it
no
on
the first time.
the people
Say
that
no.
blame it on like like a mental illness or some kind of disease, that doesn't flow well with me because I'm a very firm believer of, like I said in the last podcast, life is nothing but choices and risk. And
Yeah.
if
you're
you, if
weighing
it really,
them there.
And
you
whatever
know what I
path
mean?
you got to take in front of you.
So I mean,
Yeah,
we've all have really dark times.
Right.
I mean, me having my son at 17, still in high school, being pretty much left on my
you were in
own.
high school still.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's ever since then. Like, yeah, I could have fucking tossed a towel a long time ago.
Right,
You know,
right.
no, but you take that shit on the chin, like you have to,
Yeah.
and you fucking make something out of it. And if you don't, you fail. I failed a lot, dude. Are you kidding me?
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
still,
how you
I'm
learn to get
still
better.
fucking
failing.
face.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I've been in this.
Same
I've been in this
Yeah.
dad. I've been in this dad life for 8 years, dude, and I still feel like at times I'm
gotta
not.
push.
I'm not what I want to be.
You just
but
gotta
you know
keep
what?
fucking
gotta push.
going.
There, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but like Frank's kid's a little bit older, and Ryan, obviously, your son's a little bit older.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
there's
dude,
more challenges.
there
with
is
that, though.
not even that. There is nothing better than when you've had a shitty day at work and you come home to like just that big goofy hug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
that
it's
used
like-
to be the best.
That's
It's
what
the
I'm
little
saying.
things
Well, it's
that
still the
matter,
best.
and
And it's
you
like
have to hold
that's
on to those.
that's to me like that's the thing I'm still trying to instill in my son. Like I don't want to be one of them dads that's like, no, we don't show affection, we don't do shit like that. Like my dad wasn't
No.
like that, but my dad wasn't there. My dad worked 2 jobs to support me, and my mom worked her ass off. So
Yeah.
I never went without. You know, like my
Right,
parents
right.
did their best. They took me out of
Yeah.
a bad neighborhood, brought me into a really nice neighborhood. My bad decisions were again my choice.
on your own,
Right,
yeah.
dude. Like I chose to walk that path. I chose to act like a hard ass and put myself in situations. And you know what? When I came out of it, it gave me a lot of really cool stories. I know a lot of really cool people because of it. And I can talk to
True.
people about it. You know, I'm not one of them people that's like, oh, you know, I'm still in recovery. No, you know what? You either recover or you don't. When you sit there and
Yeah.
say that you're still in recovery, you are failing yourself. Because
Right,
if you
right.
think that you're
Yeah, you
still
gotta
in
put all into
recovery,
it.
you still are not yet. You got to go 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
for
like
sure.
when I got sober, it was like I had to make a choice. I could either continue to get high, lose my kid, lose my girl, lose my house, or I could put my
Lose
fucking
everything.
big boy pants on, go see a
Yeah.
psychiatrist, and figure out why am I getting high? Why am I deciding that
Yeah.
being fucked up is a better option than being a goddamn adult?
Now, what kind
Yeah.
of stuff were you on? If you don't mind me
I was,
asking. 'Cause I'm going to ask anyway.
yeah, like so. I was definitely one of them guys that got into like prescriptions, like
Okay.
oxys, Percocets. I was really not a downer guy. I didn't like Xanax and shit like that, but
You like
Coke
something
was
to get
Coke
you
was
up
a
and going.
huge upper at the time, and it was really like, not to say it was a safe bet, but it was one of them things where you always knew somebody had it.
Mhm.
And when I was working like in the tow industry, and when I was working as like even as my entry level as a mechanic, it was like the guys around me were on something at all times.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
never not a
Oh,
time
wow.
where somebody was
It
on
was
something.
easily accessible.
It's easily accessible, and not just that. You almost feel like not peer pressured, but it's like that guy's moving so much faster than you, and you kind of get in your head like, I'm gonna lose my job if I can't match his
If you
speed.
can't
Yeah.
keep up.
What's his secret? And then you find out,
And then I do that.
and then the next thing you know, you're 5 years down the road, and you're staring at yourself in the mirror for the 3rd day and have no fucking idea where you are.
Yeah.
You look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, who the fuck is this guy, dude? Like your face is sunken in. You haven't slept in 3 days. You smell like a
Jeez.
cat's asshole. You're like,
Yeah.
I can't fucking believe I've been gone for 3 days,
Yeah.
dude. Like, where's my
Yeah,
money?
like what happened? To
Right, like the fact that your car is still in one piece, you're like, I didn't. At least that I know of, I didn't kill anybody.
I
But
got home.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
How did I get
Right,
home?
yeah.
R.I.P. Avalon. You're fucking
yeah,
to
dude,
Avalon,
that
dude.
that was
Uh,
crazy. That was a bad
Some
situation.
fucking
You know,
asshole ran a stop sign on him.
I was
He
I
He
was
had
on
no
my-
stop sign.
I was
and
on my
somebody
way
did.
home. This guy plowed into me in a Mazda 3, dude, and I was pissed.
Oh.
He
Dude,
was
I didn't even
fucked
know what
up.
happened. Dude
Kyle
was
could have.
trashed,
He
dude.
could have got him like.
I
With,
could have
like,
took this dude to the
yeah.
cleaners, and because of my history with what happened, I decided to have mercy on the guy. I was kind of like, listen, dude, like this isn't your car. I'm not gonna having the cops come isn't gonna do anything. It's not his car, so it would have been a
Right.
no fault,
It was
and
like
I
his
would have been
girl's
beat.
car or some shit.
Like we basically got the car towed to the shop. We had both cars go to the same garage, and the guy's girl came down, and the owner of the garage basically said like, hey man, listen, like this is what it is. This is what the insurance company's gonna do, and the best thing you can do is just stay out of it. So that's what I did. I stayed
Right.
out of it, and I just kind of left it alone. And I hope if anything that dude learned that day that, you know, life's not about being so fucked up with your buddies that you could have killed somebody. And I mean, the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
terrifying part about that whole situation was I was fine, completely unfazed. A little screwed up because I had no idea what happened. But the thing that terrified me was the fact that 5 seconds before the accident, I was going to wave this guy and his kid through. So I was looking at them. And they were
Yeah.
like, no, go ahead. Now, I had already been sitting there, look left, look right, see the school. I'm making sure there's no kids.
Yeah.
I look to my right, nothing. I look at this guy, he waves me through, and I'm like, okay. So I start to go. The next thing I know, I'm
Out
facing
of
the
nowhere.
opposite
Fucking
direction of the
wow.
street. And I'm like,
Damn.
I'm thinking in my head, like, oh my God, dude, what if that was that dude?
Yeah.
Where is that dude and his kid at? The whole time in
Yeah.
my head, as soon as I got out of the car, the first thing I thought was,
You were like, where are
fuck
they?
my car, where are they at?
Yeah.
Thank
yeah,
God they were like a block away at that point. They had no idea like how
Yeah.
bad it was.
Yeah. Jeez.
That dude had no clue, by the way. That dude was out cold. By the time I got out of my car and saw what
Wow.
happened,
Oh, he was
I went
just
up,
out at the
he was
wheel?
Yeah.
slumped.
Oh shit.
Slumped, dude. He
Wow.
hit his head dead on the steering wheel. That dude was
Oh.
out. dude. I mean, just
Shit, dude.
Oh, God.
Mike Tyson, dude.
Fucking out.
Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson.
TKO.
Fucking hell, man.
That guy found his pigeons. But no, but I mean
Bell
that's
here.
even
No.
that, dude. Like I built that car with my hands. I bought that car for my brother.
It was clean, nice
that-
white
yeah,
pearl.
man.
Wasn't it? What'd you name it? The white pearl?
That
or
was
something?
that was the white pearl, and now I
Yep.
have the black pearl that's currently in a build stage where I have
Okay.
a 01 Toyota Tundra with
Yeah.
116,000 miles. I just had a brand new frame put
That's
in
a
by
baby for a
Toyota,
Toyota
actually.
motor.
You still got 200,000 miles to
Right,
go,
right.
dude.
You still have the
And-
V8, right?
Yeah, it's got the 4.7 in it, and the problem is that I'm just lazy. Like
It happens.
I'm lazy, man. The truck's kind of been
It's
sitting
okay
there.
to be lazy. at
But
this
you
age.
had the Toyota frame recall done and
We
all
got
that
plenty
shit.
of
Got
time.
Yeah, man.
refix
Oh,
and all
yeah.
that
And
shit.
like I have a really I work for a really cool company where they were like, listen, man, we know your truck's down, so we're gonna put you in something and get you back and forth to work. Just show up. And I mean, they've given me like ample opportunity. They're like, hey man, any overtime you want, it's yours. Let us know.
Nice.
So I mean, dude, I took that truck down the beach a couple times. That
Yeah.
truck was fantastic.
on the beach and the
That's how
sand.
you
Yeah,
gotta do it, dude.
That's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
man. The
I want to go
owners-
somewhere you drive in the sand. That'd be fun.
You know what? It's
Maybe not
it's
for my
really
car.
cool. The first time you do it, it's kind of nerve wracking because you're really not sure how you're
How it's
gonna
going to respond.
yeah,
how
yeah,
you're
how it's
gonna
gonna
handle
respond.
it.
It's
But,
way
like-
different than snow. You'll just feel like quicksand. You're sinking in.
Well, yeah, that's
lower
the thing.
and
Is
lower.
like with snow. At least with snow, it's like when something starts to go. Like if you let off the gas,
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
kind of correct. You can't do that in sand. You have to keep moving. You have to
shit.
keep moving.
go
man.
or else you're fucking
Yeah,
stuck.
if
And
you
don't hit the
go-
gas too hard. You're
Right.
digging a hole.
Well, for
Yeah.
low, for anybody that's never been on a beach, for low, you fucking morons. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, I hate that I see that. I see these kids.
What do you get 4 high?
Well,
or
you see
something,
these
a 2-wheel drive?
17-year-old kids with daddy's fucking brand new Wrangler, and the thing's jacked up 4 inches. It's got the dick reduction
shit.
package wheels on it.
Dick reduction.
And he's
and the
got-
ball sack hanging on the bottom.
Right,
of the
yeah.
back.
And
course,
meanwhile,
dangling
meanwhile,
behind.
meanwhile, there's 8 girls in there. You know, Nick's getting run over by the tractor tread. It's like, come on, man. Like, I got sand in my ass because this guy just flew
What's in
past
my
me
ass?
doing
It's
30.
sand.
Yeah.
What's in my
So,
yeah,
but
4 low will get you out of that shit. Keep you
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
and floor mats,
You always
believe it or
want the
not.
low gear.
I can't tell you how many times floor mats have come in handy.
Oh yeah,
especially
dude.
in the snow.
Or a fucking lunch
Oh,
tray,
yeah.
even though it's you're not really gonna carry lunch.
Yeah, like-
but I
like
mean,
back
like
in
the
the day
whole
when-
like drifting days.
Like back in the day
yeah.
when me and Kev used to steal Burger King's trays and go in
Just
the
to-
kids slides.
It was really
Hashtag
good.
Burger
that's
King
awesome.
on Levick. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Whoops.
Womp, womp, womp.
And Burger King with their misused fucking curbs.
Oh my
Fucking
god, dude.
Nick
They're
fucked up
what?
his old Civic. They're misplaced curbs.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
they-
curbs. The
The
curbs
one
at
at
that store, like
the one right by what's the name?
What- what-
yeah, it's the worst.
like the parking
design.
blocks?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the worst.
no,
design.
it's
spots?
like an actual curb. Like you got to make a hard ass left just to get around this curb.
Oh,
in the driveway.
yeah,
When
yeah,
you're
yeah.
when you're sober, it's hard to make that turn.
Yeah, you
so
can't.
like,
You sometimes can't see it.
Yeah, you're going over the whole curb.
yeah, it's that's it. Like you are
Awful.
not doing it in a lowered Civic. It's
Oh.
that simple.
So that it's just the muffler just
yeah.
just
Yeah,
bending. Everything's
It's
fucked.
still good. It's still
Um,
good.
But yeah, I mean, dude, life is all about what you make of it.
Yep.
It's that simple.
Yeah, it
and
is.
At the end of the
it's
day.
such an incredible journey to be able to sit here and talk to you guys about it and be able to see all you guys, how much you guys have come so far in the 2 years I haven't seen most of you. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
see,
been
I
a
get
while.
lucky and see Frank a lot of times.
Yeah,
like,
once in a
get
while in the
coffee.
morning, getting
Yeah.
coffee.
What's funny is
But neither
stopping
of
at
us-
that Dunkin'.
Neither one of us are awake. We both look like we just had like fucking 12 beers.
Yeah,
Not-
it's like, yo,
yeah,
I feel like
how
you
you
three
doing?
though.
I
compared
need
to me-
coffee.
You three compared to me is still coming the farthest. I'm getting. Granted, I did make a lot of steps up.
no,
in life.
Kev, honestly,
I'm
that's
still,
the thing. No,
I'm
you
still
are,
at a
dude.
somewhat of
You
a
are.
struggle, but like when it comes to emotional, mental shit, I'm so much more like.
No,
Like
I
straight
think
path.
Kev,
Well, you're in a
actually,
better
Kev,
situation.
No, a lot better. I think
Kev,
you're
on the
fine, dude.
Kev, on the ladder of life, I would say that you're actually with us now.
Yeah,
You were
no,
you were
no.
10 steps
Well,
behind.
I mean,
fact
like
that you
income
don't
wise,
see
I
it-
still struggle to pay for shit sometimes.
Kevin, but
like,
that's Kevin. But that's
Kev,
normal
that's
being an
part of
adult.
life,
You're
yeah.
raising 2
and,
kids.
and the economy blows too.
That, yeah,
so.
but that's
yeah,
part
well,
of
you
life.
can- you can
have
thank
two
Uncle
kids.
Joe
Still
for that.
literally the same shit that all 3 of us
Yeah,
deal with.
I
Like,
know.
Yeah.
We're
know what
all
I
in
mean?
that boat.
I need a raise.
but I think like throughout the time that we started getting back in
Anarchy.
touch, like I've helped you out every chance
oh, yeah,
I
so,
could.
Yeah, it's been so.
You know
much
what I mean?
changed.
And that's just because like I love you. I care about you. You are a good friend of mine. You know what I mean? I'm not going to see you fail,
No.
regardless. I mean, you're kind of like a little project of mine.
yeah, I don't-
And
he's-
he's the younger one
Ryan,
too.
Ryan doesn't have enough on his plate. Let's
Yeah,
add
yeah.
let's add a flunky.
Let's
to it.
add Kev.
And
Yeah,
he's younger than
but-
me too, but he's doing
No,
way
but
better.
like-
I'm
like,
like I
there's
use him
no
as motivation.
You know what, man? I think
You're like
it-
more
motivation,
than all
says
y'all.
Frank. I know.
But there's no
Damn it.
reason for you
Frank,
to
damn it.
fail,
Frank,
and
your
I
fucking
want to
retail
show
job.
you that, and I want to
Hey,
help you with that.
Pays
Plus,
the bills.
plus,
Yeah.
I love your
Pays
fucking
good
kids.
money,
You know what
I
I mean?
know.
Like,
I
there's
can't hate
no
her,
way I
TJ,
would let
bro.
that
TJ
happen.
is the
Awesome.
shit.
That's not a bad spot.
TJ
I
is the
still
shit,
won't
man.
forget though
Shop
when
there.
Summer and Carly were playing
I do
haircut,
wanna look for something.
and Carly
Oh
slipped
my
off
god,
something.
dude! I felt so bad about that shit.
They were
Sniffing
playing
So
Harry
our
Potter.
daughters were playing, We all hanging out one night. I guess probably just drinking and having fun, whatever. They were upstairs, fucking playing hairdresser. And fucking Carly cut Summer's hair, dude. Just fucking full.
She had to basically get like 7 inches or so of hair taken off. So her hair was like up to her like shoulder blades. I'm like, I'm sorry,
I remember Summer's hair was really long, man. That was.
It's getting longer now. But
does she still have the frog goggles, or did she get rid of them?
No, she has. So she has transition. So she has thin transition lenses that are great grandmother. Thank you to her.
I always thought that was the coolest thing. Like Summer rocked those goggles like it wasn't shit, dude. She was so happy for
now.
That.
Nate's got them. Nate's got the blue ones. He wears them now. He knows they help him instead of just like, oh, I don't want them.
Well, I mean, Nate was definitely a project baby because there were so many things going on during that time, and it was like you were really struggling there for a while.
He's great at math. His reading got better. Like he's progressing.
He's already smarter than you. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. No,
pretty much.
I agree. He's in first grade. He's killing it. He said he missed kindergarten, but this is the first 2 weeks of school in the first grade, and now he loves it.
But that's what I'm saying, Kev. Awesome. You doubt yourself, and it's like there's no reason for it, man. Look at your fucking kids, dude. Your kids are a perfect example.
I
want
to try to raise them how I wasn't raised, to the aspect of like
that's what you end up doing.
Like you know how I neglected my teeth, obviously, not brushing as often.
Eating Reese's Pieces.
That's it.
Fucking
Reese's every
day. Also, I would pass out, not brush off the plaque shit that could build up in the.
Kev, you are a dentist.
I'm on them. I get on them, and I'm like, brush your teeth twice a day at least.
Or you look like you chew on bricks.
Don't eat Reese's every day.
Just the other day.
Well, no, they have candy, but I'm like, just brush it off. I said, you guys won't regret it. I said, look at me. I use myself as an example for them to raise.
You're lucky that your kids can have candy, because I will say, as a father, my son cannot even sniff sugar, dude. If my kid is like, if sugar is in the same room as my kid, dude, I love my son to death. My son, though, has the same thing that me and his uncle have, dude. If I am anywhere too close to sugar, it's a bad time.
You'll get a cavity, just magically.
No, it's not that. It's not a cavity, dude. He looks like he just got an 8-ball, dude. Like that kid can climb walls.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Just the other day, I made a Wawa run before we started the podcast, and I was like, I hit the booze up, and I was like, "Yo, you guys need anything?" And they were like, "No." Kev's like, Reese's.
Yeah.
And then they also threw. He's like, Reese's, Snapple Apple, and meth if you have it. And I was like, oh, what the fuck?
I think they're all on meth.
Clearly joking, but
I stocked up on fucking Reese's. And then I was like,
I just want you to know, Ryan, Kevin did actually tell me to look for a redhead for you, but unfortunately the one that was there had too many teeth. I was worried she was going to bite me. So
that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Every time, even
she said something about $500, and I was like, I don't think we have $500 in the podcast.
Was she a redheaded Asian?
Yeah, I mean her bulge wasn't that big, so I think it would have fit in.
Kev's favorite.
Even when Erica runs,
it was kind of like Kev's Adam apple. It was there, but you could have ignored it. You know.
Even when Erica runs to the store, she's like, "Hey, babe, I'm going to go run for coffee. Do you want anything?" I'm like,
"Pick up a redhead in maid's outfit."
I was like, "If you find a redhead, just like throw her in the trunk real quick and bring her home to me." She was like, "All right, I'll be on the lookout."
And Erica's at that store.
They're so hard to find.
Erica's near that store by me, dude. And let me tell you something. When you talk about characters, you would figure like that store is not a bad spot, dude. There's been 4 bodies in that fucking store.
Oh, what, the one at the Academy?
4 people have been bodied in 6 months.
Erica works there.
Jesus Christ! You need a flak jacket just to get gas at Wawa. You get out, it's like fucking Iraq over there, man.
Well, her first
has it all been shootings, or has it been?
Dude, it's been shootings. It's been a drug overdose.
The drug overdose.
They had the one dude got popped literally walking out the door, dude. I mean, dude, he walked out the door. You heard pop, pop, pop. 2 of them hit him. 1 went through the window. It was craziness, dude.
Her first day working, she texted me. She's like, "Hey, I'm leaving. I'm on my way now." So I do my general, like, "Okay, be careful. Let me know when you get there, and then have a good night," because she works at night. And she texted me. She was like, "There's cops and ambulances everywhere. I think someone was found dead in their car." And I was like,
"Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was an OD.
The lady came.
I was like, "That's a good first day, right
check
there."
it out. So what's crazy about that was
crazy,
I was there that day, and what ended up being so weird about that was I walked in. It was probably about 1:30 in the afternoon. Walked in, checked it out. Everything was cool. The car was sitting there running. Didn't even think anything of it. I walked right past the car.
Oh,
security guard, the Spanish dude that's there, that's actually really cool. Dude, me and him were staring at it, and he's like, I'm like, "Yo, why are you staring at that car so intently?" He's like, "Because my car's right next to it." So he thought something else was going on, bro. And then, like, I guess around like 11:30, 12 o'clock that night, I went in there because I'm fat and I wanted something to eat. And I walk in, and the dude, Jose's like, "Bro, the chick OD'd. Like, she was ODing, drove up, had the common sense to park the car, and it was laying in that car for like a solid couple hours.
A whole
before
day
anybody
went by.
checked. I mean, dude, it ran out of gas. That's
Yeah,
why they
shit,
checked on
easy,
it. The car
yeah.
was running, and all of a sudden it ran out of gas. They went out. They
It
opened
wasn't
the
a
door.
Honda.
She was dead.
It wasn't.
You got to
Honda,
think
no.
Erica
Well, she
started.
ran it
I
all
think
day
that
anyway.
shift at
Yeah.
6 o'clock.
That's-
Yeah, that was
So you got to think from
terrible,
morning
bro.
time till 6 p.m.
Jesus Christ.
That's
is
I
when
mean,
they
rest in peace, man. That was
Yeah.
horrible.
I
And
mean,
it wasn't a young lady at all.
No,
dude.
but thankfully she did park and not fucking kill anybody on the
exactly.
road.
She
She at least
So-
had
Yeah.
that mentality left over from being all
Yeah,
fired
yeah.
up. Like,
I
oh,
have-
let me just park.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm like
But it's automatic
pushing. I
sometimes.
am pushing my girl so hard to get an SUV
It's
because
automatic.
it's like, dude, I've seen so many.
What does she have
accidents.
now?
She's got my my 05 Camry. Did she drive?
Oh yeah,
when
yeah,
I'm at work?
yeah.
Okay.
You still got the
Um,
tinted windows and all that, the nice
30
wheels. You
seconds.
just put a lot. You put a cat in that the one day.
Yeah, we put a cat, we put a trans in it. It was one of them like
Remember
my
the
girl
bolt
was
wouldn't
like,
fit for the header, and you're like, oh fuck that.
Oh my god, dude, I cut that.
I
shit
stayed
out.
after
I
work
didn't
with him the one day.
But no, but like it's one of them like she drove. She had like her car was making a noise. I took it down real fast, and she jumped in my truck, and she was like, "I understand now why you say that. Like it's so much safer.
Yeah.
You just feel safer."
Oh yeah, no, definitely, I agree.
Yeah.
with
Like
that.
yeah, because
That's why I love
especially in this fucking war zone.
mine. We're good.
Yeah. Well, I set it to 25.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, just in case it went over.
Perfect number.
Nice.
I'm trying to plan ahead.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, I enjoy the SUV a lot better than the car too.
Yeah,
So
I bought
much
an
better. I love
Erica
being off the
minivan.
ground. A minivan?
Yeah,
How's
I'm
that?
part of that minivan life
Soccer
now.
life.
Soccer mom.
Yeah.
Well, in his, he doesn't drive it.
Soccer
He's got
mom
the
my
Dodge.
ass, yo. You can get
He's
it
got
in
the
the
Dodge
back.
Ram Life. He's got the little ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a ball sack to hang on the
Listen,
back
man.
of that.
The
Yeah,
best
you
thing,
need
you know
a
what the
ball
best thing
sack.
about a soccer van is? You can get it in the back. The kids left some Cheerios in the seat, so you got a snack when you're done.
Yeah.
Fantastic, you know?
I keep trying to convince her to fuck in it in the back in the alleyway. She won't fucking do it though.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to
Aren't
end
the
up on
windows tinted? We have a
OnlyFans with
house
the
now.
neighbors.
They're
She
She
fac-
make
knows what
money
happened to
off of
Kev.
it?
She knows what
Bro.
happened to Kev.
Yeah.
She knows what happened to
They're
Kev.
factory
before
tinted. They
he
get a
was-
call around
Yeah.
here, man. Fuck
Yeah.
that. We're
Cops,
not,
No.
we're
the
not
cops are
Bristol.
gonna pull up. It's gonna end up on live leaks, not on OnlyFans.
Right.
Although I remember
Star.
just like 2 months ago, we walked around the back alleyway, and then we seen a car there. There were 2 people fucking in the car at the end of the alleyway
That's
where it's
fantastic.
darkest. We're like, all right, so we just
See?
kept walking. But I'm like, damn, like they're doing their thing. And Erica, she was like, what the fuck is our neighborhood come to? I'm like, the guys,
They're horny.
Apparently
Leave
he's
them alone.
getting
Get
some,
out of
bro.
here.
Coming
Leave
to
them alone,
apparently,
dude.
Like
it's,
he's
ap-
getting
apparently
some.
it's coming to the motion in the Toyota Camry Ocean, man. You know, that's what they're coming to.
Good for him.
I was like,
Shit.
hey, he's got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Fuck.
Don't have somewhere to go?
Fuck me with that shifter. Oh yeah.
Cars
The only
rumble.
problem is it was a Dodge
Put the dildo in the glove
Charger.
box.
You
Oh, he's-
kind of know the people.
Yeah, the
that-
dildo in the glove
that-
box,
that-
remember?
Dildo in the glove box,
In
man.
my
That was-
CRV.
Oh my god, he got in so much trouble for that. Did you ever hear that story?
Wait, what?
No.
We put a
what's
dildo
the-
in the glove box of his Honda CRV, and
Oh, did I hear
his
this one?
ex
That's a good
found
one.
it, dude.
Yeah,
oh,
she's like,
yo,
she was on FaceTime.
Was it the shop
What is
dildo?
this?
dude,
My
it was
daughter
like
asked,
humongous.
"What is
Yeah, it was
that?"
like this
I'm
humongous
nothing.
shop dildo, like 12-inch fucking monster with a suction cup.
It
Yo,
was really
she's
dirty.
on.
It was
she,
dirty.
wait,
I
wait.
remember.
So she FaceTimes me. She FaceTimes me with this thing, and no shit, dude. The Summer's in the back seat, and she's got this thing smacking her in the face,
Like,
and
wait,
she's like,
flap,
she's
flap,
going,
flap,
she's
flap.
going. What is this about? What is this about?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Like, it's
oh
dirty.
my god, dude.
Like, it's dirty. Vaginas aren't meant to get dirty.
Just
literally.
straight, dude. She just got shacked with it, dude. It was just. I was like,
And then
oh my
when we
god.
finally met
Then
up
I'm
at
thinking in my
the
head, I'm like,
Linden.
dude, that poor girl is gonna have to go to fucking counseling.
Yeah.
That little
Oh
girl in
my
the back seat's going,
fucking
"Mommy,
Christ.
what is that?"
What's hitting you in the head, mom?
When we finally met up at Linden, it was like, all right, Kyle, take it back. Stuck it to his Avalon roof.
Oh yeah,
Suction
dude.
cup.
I drove the Avalon all the way home with a unicorn. It was just.
We might have to continue this conversation in a part 3
Yes.
if you guys are down.
And after we're
If
done,
you're down, Kyle, it's up to you.
up, down, up, down.
Up there.
Down, bro.
Let's go.
We're Quadacity with the guests of Kyle here, Frank, Ryan, and Kevin. We'll talk to you in the next part.
Peace
talk
out.
to you guys.
Doses.
Subscribe.